What does Jenna Ortega look like now? I look like Michael Caine in a Jenna Ortega scramble suit.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 moments that made us love Jenna Ortega. You better duck when I show up. For this list, we'll be looking at the best interviews, appearances, performances, and more featuring this star that had us laughing, crying, and clapping. What do you admire most about Jenna Ortega? Share the love in the comments. Number 10. Visiting a youth shelter. Jenna Ortega began her philanthropy at a young age, working with various organizations that support social issues involving LGBTQ+ rights, immigration, and more. In 2020, she joined forces with DoSomething.org and Aeropostale for their Teens for Jeans campaign.
Teens for Jeans is the largest youth-led denim drive to benefit shelters. Run a drive to collect gently used jeans for young people experiencing homelessness.
Ortega visited Safe House of the Desert, a youth shelter providing services and support for unhoused young people. She sat down with two young individuals and discussed the challenges they face when it comes to education, as well as misconceptions and discrimination they've experienced.
And I just wish people would just see everybody as one. You know, if they see someone down, like give them a helping hand or give them somebody to talk to. We're not looking for pity. We're just looking for understanding.
Sometimes, celebrities can appear performative in their charitable work, but not Ortega. She was genuinely kind and respectful here, keeping the spotlight on their experiences and interests.
No, you guys have done it so gracefully, and you are such intelligent, beautiful women, and I really appreciate you guys telling your stories when I really admire you guys.
Number 9, talking about insecurities on Podcrushed.
Because I'm being constantly filmed and on camera and things like that, I think sometimes I get self-conscious.
One of Ortega's best qualities is her honesty, especially when it comes to mental health and societal expectations of beauty. While chatting with her former You co-star Penn Badgley on his podcast, she opened up about body image and her insecurities.
I have dark hair, I'm Latina. I remember I was insecure about my leg hair, but my arm hair more.
She specifically recounted being teased by a friend who cruelly mocked her for having darker arm hair, something she said she felt self-conscious about before. The star also discussed her anxieties and how she holds herself to a high standard, as well as her tendency for indecisiveness, overthinking, and being self-critical. Could she be any more relatable?
But when it comes to taking care of myself mentally, I think that that's something I still struggle with to this day, because I find myself being one of those people who's never truly satisfied.
Number 8, being a literal scream queen. Jenna Ortega has come a long way from her Disney Channel days, showing she has the range for comedy, drama, and horror. In T. West's 2022 slasher X, she played Lorraine, a young woman helping her boyfriend shoot an adult film.
He don't know what we're doing, does he?
So, Church Mouse, you do speak.
She wasn't at the center of the story, but she had one of the most compelling characters in the film. As things take a dark turn, Lorraine gets locked in the basement of a disturbing couple and discovers their horrible secret. Ortega delivers a gut-wrenching scream that perfectly conveys overwhelming terror. This wasn't her first venture into the horror genre, nor was it her last. Given her serious set of lungs and powerhouse performance, we're not surprised.
Keep your voice down! Don't tell me to be quiet! I was locked in a dungeon down there!
All hail the Scream Queen. Number 7, making a fashion statement.
Me wanting to do good with the platform I've been given, I've really been trying to speak up about it, and I haven't had the opportunity to post anything about it yet, so I figured now would be a good time.
As we previously mentioned, Jenna Ortega has raised awareness about various causes since she was young, using her platform to bring attention to social issues. When she attended the 2018 Radio Disney Music Awards, she rocked a custom-made jacket that had "I do care and you should too" printed on the back.
Yes. I'm sure you know what it's from.
It was her answer to the highly controversial attire Melania Trump wore in Texas while going to see immigrant children who were separated from their parents. The Latina actress decided to take a stand and promote a much more loving, forward-thinking message, inspiring and encouraging her generation to do the same.
As a teenager with a platform, I feel like it's important for my fans to know that it's okay to speak up for what you believe in, and like I encourage them to do so because, we're not really gonna cause change without everyone using their voice.
Number 6. Brooding at the SAG Awards with Aubrey Plaza.
I don't know why they paired us up together.
Yeah. I know we have nothing in common.
The 2023 Screen Actors Guild Awards gave us an incredible moment with our girl Jenna Ortega and actress Aubrey Plaza. Best known for her role as April Ludgate on NBC's hit show Parks and Recreation, Plaza tends to give off a total Wednesday Addams vibe. Both the actress and the character of April have wonderfully dark humor and deadpan sarcasm, so pairing her with the actress currently playing Wednesday was sure to produce iconic results.
We should find the people who did this.
And curse their families and watch as misfortune follows their bloodline for the next 7 generations.
Okay, I see it now.
The hilarious duo maintained their stoic faces while sharing the stage, perfectly delivering Wednesday Addams' April Ludgate levels of gloominess. Will someone please cast them in a movie together already?
Do anything together, do something, play sisters.
Yeah, I would do anything with her. She's another one of those people where everyone kept saying, oh, you remind me of Aubrey, or, oh, you two should get together, and we just never did until we were backstage then. And she just looked at me and she said, hey, you, get over here.
Number 5. Being a weirdo on Wired.
How is Jenna Ortega? It's been a long time since someone asked me that. It's, I just referred to myself as it.
She's a Scream Queen and Wednesday Addams, so we knew Jenna Ortega had to be pretty strange in the best way, and we love it. But one thing she revealed during her Wired autocomplete interview left fans a bit concerned. When answering a question regarding her friendship with the Fallout co-star Maddie Ziegler, Ortega explained why the two were kindred spirits.
I feel like Maddie and I are the same person in different fonts. She's such a weirdo.
She then shared her childhood hobby of dissecting deceased creatures. Now, don't worry, she didn't hurt the animals herself, but someone of that age performing makeshift autopsies in their free time isn't something you hear about every day. Her willingness to share this odd fact just further proves how real she is. We love an unabashed weirdo.
Oh, it's such a cruel world.
Number 4. Eating hot wings like a boss. First We Feast's popular Hot Ones series challenges celebrity guests to eat increasingly spicy hot wings while answering Sean Evans' well-researched questions.
Should I follow you as well? Would be like emotional support.
Yeah. Listen, I'm gonna lean a little bit on you this interview, okay, Jenna? We can't all.
That's what I'm here for.
Some guests, even the seemingly unbreakable ones, can't quite make it through the last dab. But Jenna Ortega is one of the rare ones, managing to keep a cool head during the interview.
It's a bit aggressive. I think it may have been right to be scared.
But look at you just smiling right in the face of it,
She arguably handled the spice better than Evans, and even willingly took a second bite of the last dab. And she closed out the episode by beating the host at a Wednesday-style staring contest. We know Hot Ones always delivers fun interviews, but Ortega's unbeatable presence made this episode one for the books.
I never stood a chance, Jenna
Got a tear
Ortega.
going down my face.
And look at you, taking on the wings of death, living to tell the tale, and now there's nothing left to do.
Number 3. Surviving Ghostface. Anyone who watches the Scream movies knows that the opening typically involves a death or two. It all began with Drew Barrymore's Casey Becker in the first installment.
You like scary movies?
Uh-huh.
What's your favorite scary movie?
The 2022 requel of the same name pays homage to that iconic scene with Jenna Ortega's compelling portrayal of Tara Carpenter. She's home alone and receives the familiar call from Ghostface, who forces her to play horror movie trivia to save her friend's life.
What Woodsboro native was introduced as the franchise's main character?
It's Sydney Prescott. It's Sydney Prescott, and she lived on L.
As we expect, she's then viciously attacked by the villain. But unlike her predecessors, Tara miraculously survives. It was a nice deviation from the norm and gave us someone to root for right away. And of course, Ortega carried that badass final girl energy into the following installment.
We've got to lure him in. Gonna execute him.
Number 2. Wednesday's Raven Dance. Chances are you've heard of a little show called Wednesday. Even if you haven't, you definitely know about its viral dance to Goo Goo Muck by the Cramps that millions have shared and imitated. We can thank Jenna Ortega for this phenomenon. She not only performed the quirky dance, but also came up with the choreography. Inspired by 60s sitcom Wednesday's Lisa Loring, Susie Sue, and Bob Fosse, among others, the actress threw together these wonderfully kooky Addams Family-style moves. Virality wasn't Ortega's intention, and she's probably tired of talking about it by now. But we like to think back to the first time we experienced the scene and how the actress blew our minds.
The last 2 days, this is like all we've been talking about.
I actually felt really insecure about this. I choreographed that myself, and I think it's very obvious that I'm not a dancer or
No, it's amazing.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Hosting Saturday Night Live. 2022 was the year of Jenna Ortega, and 2023 is shaping up to be just as busy for the rising star. You know you've made it when you're asked to host SNL, and in March 2023, the young star took the show's famed stage for the first time.
I love horror movies, but honestly, I don't get scared very easily. Part of the reason I actually wanted to come host SNL is that I wanted to face my biggest fear: happy, extroverted people who are always trying to perform.
She was so stellar, we could have sworn she was born for the gig. From playing a girl dumping her boyfriend in front of a chaotic Waffle House, to portraying a possessed girl undergoing a noisy exorcism, she killed every moment.
Okay, hello? Yeah, okay, you need to get out. Use your words. Suck my butt. No, ma'am, I don't do all that.
One notable highlight was the sketch spoofing a remake of The Parent Trap, which saw Ortega reuniting with Wednesday co-star and SNL alum Fred Armisen. More of this, please.
I should be on the team using my powers!
You are not ready, child!
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.